Good morning, children. Actually, children, one announcement first. That is, in the splitter for this week, the lesson's name that is uploaded is The Adventure. But CBSE has deleted it. So, we'll do the Browning version. I hope I'm clear to you. That was a mistake, so I'm rectifying it. Now, we'll do the lesson, the Browning version, the summary. This is an excerpt from Terence Rattigan's Browning version. The scene is set in a good school, Taplow. He's a boy of 16. He has come in to do extra work. Extra work, children, is like punishment. And where has he come? He has come to Mr. Crocker Harris. He has not yet arrived. Another master, Frank, younger in years than Mr. Crocker Harris, finds Taplow waiting. Incidentally, it is the last day of the term. So Taplow, who is he? He is a student in the lower 5th form. Okay, they have 5th grade, lower, upper, something like that. He does not know whether he will get his division all right or not. He tells Frank that Mr. Crocker Harris does not tell them the results like the other masters. Frank informs Taplow that there is a rule that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of the term. So Taplow says that no one except Mr. Crocker Harris pays attention to it. Frank then asks Taplow what he would like to study if his result is favorable, that means good. Taplow indicates his preference for science. Frank remarks that they get all the slackers in science. Slackers, the slow ones. Taplow disagrees with him and says that he is extremely interested in science. Frank observes frankly that he is not interested in the science he is to teach. Taplow, on the other hand, finds the study of Greek play Agamemnon muck. Muck means bad, horrible, dirty, as we say, His objection is to the way the play is taught to them. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines. That means it is very difficult. That is what he means to say. Otherwise, also Greek is supposed to be a very, very tough language. Taplow's answers show that he's feeling a bit bitter. Frank is surprised that Taplow has come in to do extra work even on the last day of school. Taplow says that he missed a day last week when he was ill. Okay, see, that is why he is given that extra work as a punishment. So he has to put in extra work. The weather is quite fine and he might be playing golf. Who? Crocker Harris. He knows that Mr. Crocker Harris must be quite busy then as he is leaving the school for good the next day. So the conversation then shifts to Mr. Crocker Harris. Taplow had asked him the previous day if he had given him a good division, and he said that he had given Taplow exactly what he deserved. See, he does not tell about the division. No less and certainly no more. That means he is impartial, in other words. Taplow is afraid that he might have marked him down. That means given him less marks or bad grade rather than up for taking extra work. The man is hardly human. Frank then encourages Taplow to repeat the remarks of Mr. Crocker Harris. Frank does not find his imitation up to the mark and asks him to read his Aeschylus and be quiet. So he tells him to read all the difficult ones. Frank suggests to Taplow that he might cut the class and play golf as Mr. Crocker Harris has not turned up. Taplow is shocked at the suggestion as he can't think of ever doing so. Otherwise also Crocker Harris is so angry. He was ill and he missed a class. Because of that he has been called for extra work. How can he ever do that? Play golf? Oh my God, he can't even imagine. So Frank envies Mr. Crocker Harris for the effect he has on the boys. They seem scared to death of him. Taplow says that Crock means Crocker Harris is not a sadist. So he's not a sadist like other masters. He would not be so frightening if he were. It would then seem that he had some feelings. He seems dry like a nut and hates people to like him. Still, Taplow likes him. Sometimes Mr. Crocker Harris sees it and he shrivels up even more. Taplow then relates an incident when his master related one of his classical jokes in the class. Okay, nobody laughed as they couldn't understand it. After all, it is a joke of Crocker Harris. He himself is a very serious person. So, nobody dared to laugh. Nobody dares to laugh also. You never know. Crocker Harris may punish them. Yes. So, even if they feel like laughing, they won't. He felt sorry for his master for having made such a poor joke. See, why poor joke? Nobody laughed. That is why poor joke. Taplow has forgotten the joke but offers to imitate. So, he offers to imitate the reaction of Mr. Crocker Harris. The laughter of Mr. Frank encourages Taplow to do so. Frank seems to enjoy the joke and asks Taplow to tell it to others. So, that is what Mr. Frank tells. Please share the joke with others. In the meanwhile, Millie Crocker Harris enters. Who's Millie? Wife of Crocker Harris. Frank and Taplow are surprised to see her. Taplow is afraid that she might have overheard their joke, but she is not a strict sort of a person. If she told her husband, Taplow's division would be in danger. He may fail also. Frank dismisses his fear. Millie tells Taplow that her husband is at the bursar's and might be there quite a time. So she says that if she were Taplow, she would go. Taplow is filled with doubt. He says that Mr. Crocker Harris had specially asked him to come because of what? Extra work. Yes. So Taplow is still uncertain and wonders what will happen if he gets there before his arrival. Suppose he turns up before he comes. Oh my God, things would be dangerous. Millie offers to take the blame. She says, okay, I'll take the blame on me. She then hands him over a prescription and asks him to go to the chemist. That means to get what? To get medicines and get it made up. Thus, he can do a job for him. Taplow agrees and leaves the room. Okay, children, so this is very interesting. So, read whatever I taught you. Read whatever I taught you. And there are some difficult words. Write down the meanings. Look up in your dictionary. Write down the meanings. Yes, children. But the lesson is quite interesting. So, that's all for this session. Thank you.